Well, hello, and welcome to the Contentful User Show. This is episode number 12. I am Marcelo Lewin. I am the Headless Creator, and as always, you can reach out to me at marcelo@headlesscreator.com. There you have my email address. Feel free to reach out with any questions you have. And like always, there's all of the social media that I always ask you if you could follow. I really would appreciate it to try to grow the channel and the shows here. But before we get started, as you know, I want to show you. We'll go ahead and make it here. The headlesscreator.com website. Feel free to peruse around the website. Just go to headlesscreator.com, and then under shows, you'll be able to see all of the variety of shows. Today's show is the Contentful User Show. We just had one yesterday, the Content Modeling Show. That was episode 18, and I spoke about inheritance versus composition in content modeling. So check that out on the Contentful User Show. This episode will be live probably 5 minutes after I'm done with it today. When you click on it, at the bottom, you'll see further information. You'll see links to things that I mentioned to you. So it'll be available for you there. All right. So having said that, remember, sign up to all of my social media. As you see here, you also see it up there. And down at the bottom, that little scrolling thing, which I will get rid of in just a minute. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that now because I don't want to get you dizzy. All righty. So let's go ahead and get into what you guys came here for, which is connecting Slack to Contentful. And why would you want to do that? Well, one of the reasons you may want to do that is you may want to know when an entry was published, or you may want to know when a content type was updated or changed or deleted. There's a variety of events that can trigger a webhook and notify Slack. So you may create your own Slack channel as an admin and have information coming from Contentful to that Slack channel, or you may create a user channel for your authors to be able to go check out messages in there. So that's one of the reasons you may want to connect Slack into Contentful. So you do that, and this show, by the way, is focused mainly on the administrators of Contentful. I was like, should this be on the Contentful Dev Show, or should this be on the Contentful User Show? I think this is really, it's not about development, it's mostly about administering, because there's really no coding here involved, so that's why I decided to put it here. But it's really focused more on the power user or / administrator of Contentful. But with webhooks, webhooks are triggers that are that will trigger some sort of API call to some service based on some event that happened in Contentful. Okay, so having said that, what you do in Contentful under settings, you will find your webhooks right here. So you can create your own webhook by creating an add webhook, and then you would add your own code and your own function, and you would tell it where to go and pass the payload, and I'm going to cover that in just a minute. But we're not going to do that because what Contentful has on the right-hand side, it has a variety of templates already set up. So if I click on, see where it says see all 19 templates here. If I click on that, you can see a variety of webhooks that they have ready for you to be able to just integrate with those systems. If you scroll down, you'll see Slack right here. When you click on Slack, we'll click on Slack. It's going to ask you which content type do you want to have this webhook be triggered by. It doesn't matter what you pick here. I mean, pick something here because you have to, but you can change this, and I'll show you how to change it. But right now I'm going to say show, the show content type. Now it's asking for an incoming Slack webhook URL. Okay, so now I'm going to step away from Contentful, and we're going to get into the world of Slack, because this is where you have to configure Slack prior to getting this webhook. So I'm going to go to Slack, and you can see I have Slack here. This is my Slack channel of Headless Creator. And the first thing you want to do is either pick a channel that exists already that you're going to send information to, or you create a channel. I'm going to create a channel. I'm just going to say add channel, create channel, and I'm going to call it from Contentful. I'm just calling it, if I can spell it, Contentful. Thank you. There we go. I'm not going to make it a private channel. It'll be public, accessible to whoever is in my space.